Here we are, quick, smart. Yes, we are on earlier this evening. We're busy men. We're so mysterious, even we don't know when we're going to come on in the nicest possible way. And let's bring him on straight away. That man, Stats. There he is. There we are. Okay. Oh my God, the amount of things that are happening at the moment. And yes, I do understand. But tell me something, Mark. Yeah. Oh, by the way, just before you do, Potter's ending. He commented on it.
Whoa, rewind. You can't be stealing my catchphrases. Come on, mate.
He commented on it. He said he loves that. Just before you do. Okay. So I said to him, yeah, it annoys me. And he said, I know. So there you go. So, hey, hello, Potter's ending. Okay. Right. All right. A lot of things been happening. And just a quick reminder, this is an over 18 podcast. We are lads. We have a tendency to say a few naughty words. Now, I'd like to say something straight away. I don't know whether we're going to get kicked off for it or not. Okay, but here's the new rider for anyone that we're talking about that we don't like, and you know who we don't like. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Could be the end of our careers.
Cunt, you're a cunt, you are a cunt, yeah, you're a cunt, cunt, you are a cunt, you're a 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 cunt,
Well, all right, John, stuff like that's fine. It's just these social media platforms are now looking for groups that spread hate.
Oh, hate!
So, I mean, you're allowed to see word fine. It's just when you, I don't know, they're very mystical when they take your podcast down, aren't they?
That took you by surprise, didn't it? Okay, well, there's so many different things that have been going on, and we're on the eve of Makerfield. And how are you feeling? I mean, we're going to talk about that. That's going to be our top story. You know, Trump has just been on. I think he did a speech, and everything was the best, superb. You've never seen anything like it in history. Yeah. Who are you? Who are you? CNN. You're fake news. You're fake news. Okay. Next.
Look, this is the way forward. You can't take a step back. Look, people are saying to Rupert, oh, you need to call out people who support your party who we don't agree with. It's like,
yeah.
What other party does that? Every time people threw that stick at Trump, right? Oh, you so and so endorses you, and so. He didn't even flinch. He just went. He just attacked them back. Do you know what I mean? So if you give them an inch, they will take a Marxist mile, won't they? So don't even entertain it. They're not in the party, so who cares?
Well,
do you know what I mean? Anyone can support anyone, but it doesn't mean like the part of it, you know. It's just bizarre.
Well, this is the quickest way to get the police on your side.
Might need more than 10 sessions, me, but you know.
And this was great news from the FSU.
The Free Speech Union has just heard from South Wales Police that it has withdrawn its guidance on anti-Muslim hostility, which it had issued to all its officers, telling them that any criticism of Islam, which went beyond legitimate criticism, seemingly leaving it at the discretion of constables as to what is and isn't legitimate criticism of Islam, that anything that went beyond that, in their view, should be recorded as an antisocial behaviour incident and could be disclosed in DBS checks.
So there you go. We've won. That's it. I'm a member of the Free Speech Union, and I don't like the the spelling of speech on there. Can you see at the top?
I was trying to ignore that, to be honest with you, John. I knew it wasn't you. But I told you, didn't I? What did I say? That anti-Muslim blah, blah, blah definition is meaningless in law.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely meaningless, because you've already got the laws for religious hate.
Indeed.
You've got exemptions for criticism in those laws.
Yeah.
So, do one.
Well, here's another bit of news today that I wasn't, I thought, oh my God.
Sorry.
Clarkson revealed he was diagnosed with aggressive cancer.
Oh,
he broke the news in the final 2 episodes of Clarkson's Farm's 5th season.
Oh, I've not heard that.
I've got cancer.
The former Top Gear presenter is understood to have been diagnosed with prostate cancer.
It's an aggressive kind. It moves very, very quickly. But they've caught it early, so I believe. So I don't think we've seen the last of this guy, because he's a bit of a fighter. And I kind of think that, he's, whatever happens, he's not going easy. He'll talk his way out of it, as far as I'm concerned, because he's just got the acerbic wit to carry it on through. But can you imagine what he's going to be like if he knows that it's going the wrong way? Oh my God. Okay. Even Piers Morgan called him up to say, he wishes him the best. There you go.
No, that's the first I've heard of it, mate. That's just put a dampener on things, but yeah.
Okay. And here's another one. Bit of news today. Serco disagree with deportation. Now, in this particular case, it was reform. Didn't say anything about restore.
Serco is taking you on, saying that they would go against your position of deporting illegal immigrants.
Yeah, this is extraordinary. I've written to the chief executive of Serco, to be fair, to allow him to clarify his position, because the reporting in the Telegraph says that Serco would take issue with a reform government's mass deportation program. Now, for context, as you say, Serco makes 1.7.
Well, he's right there, 1.7 billion, right? So he's written to them for clarification. I mean, Serco have got a lot of skin in the game. Not to deport.
I'm not being funny, mate, but getting in touch with them. Tell you what, how about when someone gets into government, you just say, you finished?
Yep. Bye-bye. No more Serco.
Clause in the contract and terminate it.
Yep.
And then stick them, and then seeing as the government have got all these silly little lists of all these organisations they don't like, when we're in power, we'll have our own. Serco can be top of them and they can be banned. Anyone who did any damage to our country, that's it, you're finished.
You're going to like this one. Okay.
So you can write them little letters all you want, but you're literally trying to reason with the enemy.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've been doing this for a long time.
Not worth it.
It's fruitless. Put all your efforts into getting rid of them and then make sure they can't do the same thing again.
Well, you're going to love this one, okay? This is something that is right up our alley.
We're going to go live now to Evian in France, where Donald Trump has just arrived. He's meeting G7 leaders there. You can see Keir Starmer almost shoulder to shoulder with Donald Trump, actually.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Some tense conversations, though, in the next day and a half left at G7. Talk about free speech. Also, we know that President Trump will not be a fan of this ban on social media.
Ignored him.
Under 16.
And the seating arrangement is always very interesting in these things, because that in itself is political. It's a sign of who is...
Just completely ignored him. Didn't even shake hands with him. Nothing, I
mean, they might have already shook hands, but it was the way he was hanging round as if like he was about to be relevant, and then Trump's just gone hello to everyone else, and then
that's right.
He's like,
and then he moves. He moves on. And here's something that really made me think: oh my God, India is deporting Pakistanis and Bangladeshis.
I think we hear enough about this in the West, Jay.
India is starting to clear out the streets. They're throwing the illegal Bangladeshis, Pakistanis. They're throwing them back. They're not like, yo, maybe no. They're like done. That's why I'm saying the government. That's like, no, this is
they're doing it.
No loudspeakers. Nothing.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
No, but the point is this: if India are doing it, why can't we do it in this country?
That's what we say every time someone does it. So you got Denmark and Sweden, and they all have to go, and America, and then you've got Pakistan kicking out the Afghans, and you've got the Afghans kicking out Pakistani. The only people who aren't kicking anyone out is us. The French are letting them all come over here, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Germans will deport people. They'll shut down mosques that have got problems. We just keep soaking it up like a death sponge, don't we?
I know. Well, here's another one. The independent rape gang inquiry was released today.
Okay, today has seen Rupert Lowe's independent rape gang inquiry come out. This is what you need to know. The establishment, the media, the royal family, and the police in some capacity are all complicit in this. Why? Because they never stepped in. They let this happen. Up to 250,000 British boys and girls have been raped and failed and had their lives torn apart. And what does it tell you about the entire ecosystem that is the establishment and the mainstream media when they want to tell you that Rupert Lowe is the bad guy, not the evil bastard that raped a 4-year-old? No. It's selective outrage, isn't it? And I'll tell you why it's selective outrage. Because just like Rupert Lowe has shown so well, when you pull that thread, the entire establishment will be dismantled. Because it's not just this government, it's past governments. It's not just the police, it's the social workers, some of the police. And it's not just some of the media. By and large, the mainstream media have known this has been going on for decades and decades.
They've been complicit.
But they wanted you to put your attention on a lad from Luton, because all of the time people are getting angry at the wrong person. They are not looking at the facts. The facts remain. Our royal family have stayed completely silent about the mass rape and failure of up to 250,000 children. Our mainstream media have not done what they should have done and put Rupert Lowe front and centre of all of their outlets, all of their TV shows. This is what you're dealing with. So if you want to get behind people like Rupert Lowe, let me tell you the best way to support, in my opinion. Disengage from mainstream media. I cannot express how truly toxic it is. This entire establishment works together. The police, the government, the royal family, and they've got some very, very big questions. Why would you not speak out when you have known for decades that children in the UK are being raped and failed?
Wow. Now that's quite damning when you look at all of that and what's being said. And no wonder the police are now opening up their inquiries again. No wonder, because they know the cat is now out of the bag.
I mean, to be honest, John, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I've had to skim through it. I don't think it really tells anything we didn't already know. There's no great revelations, not that I've found yet anyway.
But
again, though, it just highlights the absolute shit show. I mean,
well,
for instance,
everybody looked the other way.
Yeah, we know
at every level.
We know the alpha. It's the media only jumped on this. It was Andrew Norfolk. The media only jumped on this because they wanted to take the ascendancy away from what they called the far right, which at the time was the BNP, and it was Tommy and the EDL.
That's right.
Afterwards, so. But the worrying thing is that they've shown a map where it shows areas where it's highly susceptible or what have you, and Cheshire is on there. Now,
wow. We've
been looking into this way over a decade, and we've never found any solid evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen little bits where they've got undercover operations going on, the police outside schools, and they never really say why. They try and pass it off as just routine. Yeah, who does routine patrols outside schools looking for nonces? If they've buried this round here, they've buried it deep, and I really want to know where that information comes from, because it just names us in a list. I've not found any information that goes any further yet. There's 200 odd pages. I'll have a good search through it, but if there's something going on, we need to know where that information comes. Why are we on that list? and what's going on, basically.
Yeah.
Because you're telling me it's not just 50 towns, is it? It's
No.
pretty much going to be every town where that certain demographic live. Doesn't matter if there's 50 of them or 50,000 of them.
Yeah.
As we've seen across the country, a tiny minority are responsible for quite a high proportion of these things. So,
well, I want to make a point
good
here.
Good on Rupert, you know.
For he's formalised it. But the man who came out in the beginning was Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, there was other people before him. People don't like to talk about that because it was BNP people. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, but
Tommy was probably
brought it into the
got
mainstream.
Got this mainstream by literally having protests and a street movement going around the towns. It was affected, speaking to the victims. He was all over this before anyone. And what did he get? He got slammed for it. Now what? They're all in Parliament saying the same damn thing. They're still labeling us with the label of racists and all that crap.
How
so
can we be racist?
Rupert Lowe, fair play, because I know what his theory is there. They're going to do this proper inquiry, the government, but they're not, are they? They're going to fudge it. It's going to be a whitewash. So Rupert's in there and he's like, look, you can whitewash it all you want. This is what's going on. Yeah.
He's formalised it. That's what he's done. He's formalised it. He's done it properly so that there is a record, because he's done what the government were unwilling to do.
That's it. Well, they stood up in Parliament and told us this was all the case.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do something about it. This is more pressure on them. But again, they double down. They won't do nothing. They never do. And then we're going to be here in 5 or 10 years' time, and someone else is going to want to do another inquiry because this government one's a shit show. You've got to start acting now. At each local level, people know who's responsible for at least turning a blind eye. So start with them.
Well, I wouldn't bank too much on what's happening, because the word is that Wes Streeting is going to call on Sunday next week, depending on what happens with our man Andy Pandy. Okay, well, depending on what happens with him, Well,
all these irrelevant people are calling on what? I don't really care anymore. It doesn't matter who runs Labour. They couldn't run a bath, any of them. They're finished. I hope. To do some dodgy deal with the rest of the lefties, but.
Well, just a quick mention of what's happening in the Republic of Ireland after all these upsets. Here it is. Look at that. That's outside the Dáil, the Republic of Ireland Parliament. Look at that.
Trying to spread now to the south.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of distance between them, and the people, and they're not listening. Now, here's the Deputy First Minister. I can't remember her name, and she in Northern Ireland, and she does make some quite serious points when she's speaking. Here it is.
We need a swift conviction, and on conviction, this dangerous man must be deported immediately. The safety of our communities must come first. My message is clear. I hear your concerns. They must be taken seriously. And in the meantime, I really genuinely appeal for calm across all of our communities.
Well, talk about calm across the communities. They're meeting. We did it on Monday. They're meeting and they're talking with one another. Yeah. So I know that they're frightened. What they're frightened of is some form of paramilitary, uprising over there to actually deal with the problems. And if that happens right now, the police forces on either side haven't got the wherewithal to be able to deal with it. You've said it in the past over here. We haven't got a police force. If everybody just stood up and said, I'm not doing that, what are they going to do? Are they going to arrest, 50 million people? What are they going to do?
What are they going to do, mate? I think, again, mate, we could be killing two birds with one stone by not even putting them in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Giving them the death penalty, because it seems to be becoming a little bit more popular, doesn't it?
Yes, it is catching on. There's no two ways about that. So this whole, all of them, the police, all these different things that are going on, they are now beginning to understand the frustration that people are feeling. And they're wondering why, when you have a by-election like Makerfield, things are getting quite important. I mean, it's my opinion that I think whoever wins out there, Labour have got to call an early election. They won't leave it till 2029. They can't. Otherwise, it's a long suicide letter. That's all it is, And they'll be wiped out completely in 2029. So they've got to try and salvage something now. And they've got to try and stop parties like Restore from gaining any kind of a foothold. But
the psyops out there, isn't it? Every man and his dog is attacking us now. You've got Brendan O'Neill. Would have expected better from him. Fair play to Adam Brooks. He's come out and supported Restore. Everyone, mainstream media, Reform, every party, they're all at it, mate. The establishment, all gung ho. I mean, what is it? What is it? If you oppose fixing our country demographically, financially, getting rid of the immigration, putting really serious criminals to death, if you oppose all that, what kind of a person does that make you?
Well,
So
exactly.
Just ask yourself. Because look, we've been talking about the death penalty for a while. Now you're listening to Talk TV. You've got Julia Hartley-Brewer saying, "Oh well, on this occasion." So we mentioned the story just quickly out off the subject of the. I don't want to give the details because I think it hampered our cast that night. But the baby nonce who killed the baby, the two gay blokes who adopted one. And it was Jamie Varley, who's been found guilty for it anyway. So we can now say he is a baby nonce because it was all allegedly last week, wasn't it? To be fair, we were the only ones who spoke about this at first because allegedly, everyone's too scared. So people are like, oh, well, I'll make an exception for this nonce. Why are you stopping at this one? If they're really bad and there's no question of a doubt they've done it, then night, see you later, because really we want to keep paying for these people to attack prison guards and hurt other people. No, there's no place for them on this earth. Sorry.
We've got to get harder about it. And
we have, I'm afraid, yeah.
Okay, here's a very articulate man. Right? Apart from your good self accepted, of course. Yeah. Right, Frank Wright, on why he helps someone like Rupert Lowe. He's great. I like the way he articulates his concerns. Here he is.
The reason why I am so motivated to do anything I can to help Rupert Lowe's restore is because Britain must be restored, and we cannot do with any more mad political visions. We can't have any more personal ambition projects, vanity projects, enriching your friends, insane ideologies. This really is a dire national emergency, and I believe this is the last chance we have to save the nation, and that is a serious duty. And that is a duty of the state. It's a duty to our families now, it's to our people now, but to our future. We don't have a future as a people if we don't save the nation now. We're going to go gradually extinct in our own homelands. My children won't have a home. And not only that.
Do you know, I think he's right.
Spot on, John.
I think he's right. So he's backing the Restore horse. A lot of people are backing the Reform horse, but the Reform horse, I still don't think that they've got a party NEC, have they?
What have they got? Just they've been around a while now. I mean, they can throw stuff at Restore and say you haven't got this, that, and the other. Literally was started in March, and there is quite an infrastructure as it is.
Well, yeah, because
is he ever going to have a leadership election? When's the lead? Right. So when did Reform? When was he leader? 2024.
Yeah.
So is he going to have a leadership election as there's an election in 29, if that's when it is, or is he going to have it slightly afterwards? Is this why Farage is saying, well, I might not be around in a couple of years, someone else might come through? Is he going to actually do that, or is he just going to sit at the helm for the whole time?
I don't know, but let's not forget.
Do you get to vote on policy? Do you get to do any of that stuff?
Well, let's not forget before you go on any further.
I'm just going to finish my point.
Yeah, but before you do,
they've been going on longer, haven't they, than Farage?
Yes,
like quite. But they've probably actually been going longer without him than with him. I think, if I'm stand corrected. What do they do? Go on, sorry.
Well, the point I was going to make is that Restore is, new to the game. So they've got a lot of catching up to do in terms of being able to put an executive committee together and to be able to have elections. Because at the moment, I mean, they're just getting on their feet. And they did a great job in Yarmouth. They did a great job there. It's as simple as that. And I've no doubt that they'll start getting out and branches will be building up.
There's branches everywhere, bro, isn't there?
Yeah.
As we well know. But the thing is, all right then, so what benefits you get from the NEC? Because in UKIP, mate, that just caused proper problems non-stop.
Well, it did. But it was also used as a tool and a buffer. Labour use it as well.
I know.
They do.
Look at the state of that lot and the state our country's in. Okay, maybe it's something to look for in the future, but at the minute, we need to save this country. We need people out on the streets. We need people standing against the establishment. It just makes me think, so the ones who want to go hardest against the establishment are the ones taking the most grief. So does that tell me the rest of them just want to carry on with the status quo? Because that tells me it's all by design.
There's a question.
It's all by design, then, isn't it? Because they're all happy with the way things are going. Like, seriously? Mate. Well, we'll see.
Some people are riding the crest of the wave. Labour know that they will be annihilated in 2029 if they leave it that late. My prediction is that I think that Andy Burnham is going to just pip it. And if he does, the smart thing for him to do is to call a leadership election straight away. There'll be him. There will be Wes Streeting, Al Collins.
Keir Starmer?
Well, no, I don't think Keir
John,
will stand.
Keir Starmer is saying he's going to stand. He's not giving up. It's his duty. He said it again yesterday. He's not going anywhere. It's his duty to deliver this prosperous, peaceful country for the blah, 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 whatever nonsense leftover babble word spaghetti comes out with.
Well, let's move on to our main story. I know.
That's what he's saying. He says he's going nowhere.
All right.
Do you know what? And if you look at it from his shoes, why should he? He was elected to be the leader.
Oh, no, he's
Prime
killed
Minister.
it.
He's not lost an election. Why should he step down? Looking from his... I know why he should step down, John, but look at it from his point of view.
No, I won't.
That's what he's saying.
I won't look at it. I will not, I know there's an old expression that says, walk in somebody's shoes.
Yeah, you never understand the enemy. Otherwise, he's stubborn. He's not going to leave. He thinks in his mind, he's going to deliver this utopia in his messed up brain somewhere, mate. So you've got to think like him. He's not going anywhere, mate. If he's gone through all this and not stepped down, he's not running away when there's a leadership election.
All right, let's move on to Makerfield.
Like this,
I know. Let's move on to Makerfield. Now, I've got some segments here which will start explaining things, and then we can have a quick chat, and then we can get off and let these people have a lovely evening. Here it is. I'm voting for Andy, but please don't let me down.
Such a supporter of you must vote, please vote, vote, vote. If you don't have a vote, you don't have a say. But over the last few years, maybe 10 years, I've become really disengaged with politics. Over the last 2 weeks, though, I've re-engaged it because it's personal now. It's here. Politics for me and probably a lot of people is saying it's down south. That's where it is. That's where they make the decisions. It doesn't matter. Now, it's on my doorstep. I feel very differently about it. I'm going to vote for Andy Burnham because he's a nice guy, lives up the road. The only message I'd say to him is I feel let down over the governance of this country for years. I just say to Andy, please vote Andy Burnham.
Okay, now there's for Andy Burnham. Now, listen to this one for the Reform guy.
It's soul destroying this, mate.
Yeah, here's the one for the Reform guy.
Representing Reform. He's a local lad. He's self-employed. He's going to be an hard-working lad. But
now listen to this.
The background or the political information, like Andy has.
And probably all the same, aren't they? Reform's jumped on the bandwagon of getting rid of the foreigners because everyone's sick of it, aren't they? There's too many coming in, not racist. The ones that aren't coming in aren't working. Our taxpayers going on the hotels. So Reform's jumped on the bandwagon of that. But
I don't think they can do it.
They'll put taxes up. They'll do everything the same. The other one seems better. Restore Britain. His views seem like spot on. Do you know what I mean? They might not be, but to me, his views seem spot on.
Yeah. but none of them have got the political knowledge or stability what Andy has.
A lot of people would say that's a benefit, though, because people are sick of career politicians.
Yeah.
Is that something?
I think what everybody on Andy, he'll go to London, he'll forget us. I don't think he will. He lives just in Ashton, just round the corner. I don't think he's going to do that. You know,
he will.
You know, there must be some benefits having the Prime Minister running from your own town.
No way. He will forget you as soon as he gets into that bubble. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Ask the people of. Oh, that's right, because no one knows where Keir Starmer bloody stood, because it's never spoken about, is it?
No.
I do know, but it's in the back of my head somewhere, but I forget now.
Well, here's Reform's hit piece.
That's how much it matters.
It's there.
What you do? Have you heard him? Does he stand up in PMQs and ask himself a question about his own area? Do you ever hear him deal with any issues from his own constituency? No.
All right.
But vote for the fucking moron. For the moron's mate, for the same status quo, because he lives up the road and he's a nice fella. Oh,
Right.
dear God, mate. IQ test before you.
He's standing for a reason. He's standing to save the Labour Party. Now, here's the hit piece on Andy Burnham. Now, whether you like it or not, you know, they've picked up an awful lot from American politics and promotions. Check this out.
Andy Burnham is part of the grooming gang's cover-up. Now he's called an election in Makerfield because he quite fancies being Prime Minister. But even right here in the Makerfield constituency, white working class girls were trafficked and raped by these monstrous gangs. Yet Burnham called them propaganda.
There's been over-politicisation of this issue. The levels of propaganda.
And campaigners for justice were creating hate.
It's actually designed to create hate.
He served in the Home Office under Blair's government when reports of abuse poured in. In 2003, survivor Amy, forced into sex acts with multiple men aged 13, reported her ordeal to South Yorkshire Police. The blood and DNA evidence she provided inexplicably disappeared. Her family wrote to the Home Office but heard nothing back. Burnham was a minister at the Home Office when they shut down Operation Augusta. This was set up after the horrific death of 15-year-old Victoria Golia, injected with heroin by a 50-year-old man. Instead of pursuing justice for Victoria, the police blamed her for propensity for providing sexual favors. The perpetrator was never charged with causing her death. Even as the scale of the horror in Manchester became apparent, Burnham as mayor resisted a proper national inquiry for years.
Well, the guy's not telling any lies. You know, he's doing a hit piece, and he's doing it all with the truth. So you got to ask yourself, you know, the people that are voting for him, what are you voting for? Why is he doing? What's his intentions? You know, what is it? Now, everybody.
What is his intention, John? Because we're just gonna, we're going to do an inquiry. Oh, we're not going to do it anymore. Oh, we'll let the government do theirs because, oh, what if we do one and it won't be legal? Oh, shut up. You've just caved to the establishment. Let them whitewash it all again. Don't make this political, Burnham. Are you kidding me? It's politicians who've covered this up for decade after decade. It's political arms of the state, the police, the social workers.
All of them, and the media.
Councillors. So if you're telling me the local councils and the politicians and the police aren't political, I'm sorry, you're retarded up here.
Absolutely.
No, what he means is, don't mention it anymore. Makes us look bad.
Well, here's what happened with the turnout for Restore in Makerfield. And this is fact, Vox Populi.
Down here in Makerfield, where an absolute army has turned out in support of Restore Britain, Rupert Lowe and Rebecca Shepherd, Restore Britain's candidate down here.
Look at that.
Now, I would say, judging by the numbers, it looks like it could be over 1,000 people have turned out. Probably the biggest turnout that any party has seen for a by-election campaign in living memory. I don't know when you last saw this sort of turnout at an election campaign. Maybe the Blair era, Blair Mania, Britpop, 1997. But I don't think that we've seen anything like this. So we're going to be running around today, seeing if we can catch Reform, seeing if we can catch the Lib Dems if they actually turn up, and also seeing if we can catch Andy Burnham, the so-called King of the North.
king of the north.
He's a fucking joke, isn't he? Well, that's not bad, and that's just one day, by the way.
I know. Which is
every
that's
day for
feelings.
weeks.
That's feelings coming out there for the people to be coming out like that.
It is. People are driving all over the show to come and support them.
Yeah, that's
We're
okay.
off to
That's
see
good.
that. You know what? Ignore them at your peril, but watch out. Watch what happens. Keep ignoring them actually, because it works best for us.
Right. Answer me a question.
Go ahead.
Who are you going to put your money on? I've already stated what I've said. I think that Burnham's going to do it by a pip. Okay? You know, like in one of those races where they're coming through and then they have to go by the video? I think it'll just be the hair on the end of his nose poking through on the line, you know?
Well, I don't know. They're collapsing left, right and centre all over the show, so why is he so strong here? Reform seems to be having a bit of a wobble. I'm not sure.
Come on. I asked you.
I'm not sure my head's saying Restore are going to win, but my heart is, so I'm going to say Restore.
Okay. All right.
I might be wrong. I hope I'm not.
Well, we like Vox Populi. They do a great job when they're going out and reporting. So I'm hoping that we get some more on what's going on, because everybody's going to be peeled on that. Because whatever happens, Keir Starmer's got problems next week. And Wes Streeting was saying turning around on an interview, and he said, let's give him the weekend to think about these things. You know. That was very kind and generous, because they were saying to him, "Well, are you gonna call it when?" And he said, "Well, I'm not going to give you Monday. I'm not going to give you Tuesday. He's just saying, let's give him the weekend to think about it." I think he's just gonna, as you say, he'll double down, but he can't defy gravity for any longer. He knows, and somebody's going to turn around to him and say, "You're killing it." Maybe he doesn't care.
Maybe not. Maybe there'll be a leadership challenge and Keir Starmer will win it again. Because I'm not being funny. Andy Burnham's failed. John, Andy Burnham's failed repeatedly. So you can shake your head and go, really? So if Miliband throws his head in there and Cooper and all these other people, and fucking what's her name? Flange and Wesley, if he stands, mate, just it does not matter at this point what cretin is in charge of that awful, horrible Fabian party of traitors, John.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Well, we finished.
Shouldn't matter. If this country's as patriotic as everyone makes out on the right, shouldn't matter who's in there. So everyone goes out and does their bit. See you later. And if you don't want to split the right, vote for Restore, and they'll do it properly.
We're supposed to be.
And that's to Alex Phillips and all them clowns. Kiss my ass.
Here's one
side of history.
Here's one comment there. Carl Eastwood, the fuckwit in chief is buggered regardless of the results. Quite right, Carl. Quite right.
I don't know. If I'm looking at polling, they all seem to be the same all of a sudden, where it's Labour are going to pinch it, Reform just behind them, and then just so happens that percentage of Restore would have won it. So you know what they're trying to do, don't you? But it was shocking Yarmouth. So let's see. So I'm going with Restore, and if I'm right,
right. And the last question is England tonight.
Yeah, England should win, but where will they? I think they will. Do you know what? I love a double. Might have a bet on this, actually. England. I don't know. I don't really
here's another one from Carl. Here's another one from Carl. If Burnham wins, it'll be like shitting your pants and changing your hat. Great one, Carl.
That's exactly it. Well done, Carl.
Well done. That's a great one. Okay, well, we're going. Yeah, thank you very much for everybody that's listening. And we're ending on this vid. Keir Starmer, what's in a name? So good luck, England.
Come on, England. And
come on, England. Come on, England. Here we go. Bye for now. Say bye-bye, Stats, and don't say before you do. That's it. No, it's out.
Before you do.
No.
Come on, England.
Out.
Starmer, what's in a name? I'm called so many things, but I'm still the same. From two-tier Keir to farmer, harmer, starmer, my nicknames get hotter as my policies get calmer. Keith Starmer? No, that's not my name. Sir Haircut with my corporate frame. Weather vane Keir blowing with the breeze. The submarine diving low when things don't please. Tony Blair 2.0, Sir Softly, Softly too. Saintly Starmer acting holy but blue. Control freak Keir, Mr. Rules to boot. Free gear Keir when unions pollute. The Crown Prosecutor, Knight of the Realm. Granny Embalmer Starmer at the policy helm. Starmer the farmer harmer, it's quite the tag. Keir Starlin, oh that one's a gag. The suit, the lawyer, the policy dodger, the weasel, the waffler, the commons father. The wet lettuce in the Labour stew. The never hear Keir, where have I flown to? Oh, Starmer, 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 which name fits best? I'm Mr. Inaction when put to the test. From Sir Abstain to Captain Confusion, my stance on most things is just an illusion. Sir Nothing Burger when the heat is on. The ditherer, the fencer, the where's he gone? The vacuum of charisma, king of U-turns. Mr. Focus Group, no lessons I learned.
It's really good, this, isn't it? I mean, I love the way that they do all this stuff.
Starmer, 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 which name fits best? I'm Mr. Inaction when put to the test. From Sir Abstain to Captain Confusion, my stance on most things is just an illusion. So subtle as a brick, Mr. Slippery Slope. Sir Policy Light and Lord No Hope. Starmer Chameleon, shifting with the crowd. The echo, your views aren't too loud. Sir, wait and see, the delayer in chief. Mr. Mealy-mouthed, oh, what a relief. The safe pair of hands for sitting on them. The I would but and the my hem. One Keir, no beer Keir. Whatever the fuss. Mr. Rules for thee, but not for me all day. Oh, Starmer, 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 no matter the name, I'm Sir Say Nothing when it's all aflame. From Captain Flip Flop to Sir Shrug a Lot, my poll ratings tank as my logic gets caught. I'm Sir Keir, Captain Hindsight, Flip Flop, forensic haircut, weather vane, submarine, boring snoring, farmer harmer, hound shop Tony, granny embalmer, Keir Starlin, to you.
Yes. What a great job they do.